God says through the great Hebrew prophet Malachi in Malachi chapter 3 verse 6, I am the Lord, I do not change. In Hebrews chapter 13 verse 8 we read, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And the younger brother of Jesus, James, writes in James 1:17, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadow. How do you deal with change in your life? If you and I build our lives on the living God who does not change, we will have a confidence, a security, a peace that is incomparable. Bill McCartney led the University of Colorado Buffaloes from the bottom of the football world to the top. They were nationally ranked. One day, after a game, Bill is seated with his wife, Lindy, on the sofa, watching the news, hearing the other scores of the football games around the country. Suddenly, they both feel a hand on their shoulder. They turn around, and it's their daughter, Christy. She says to them, I am pregnant. They stand up, walk around the couch, and embrace their daughter. No scolding, no condemning, no guilt tripping. They loved her, and they said, we're going to be here for you. It turned out that the father of Christy's child was the quarterback for the University of Colorado football team. Christy loved him, but he did not love Christy. He did not want to become her husband. She wanted to marry him, though, but he was not open to that option. Several months later, he began to falter on the football field. Then he began to puke up blood. And a few months later, he died of a horrible form of stomach cancer. But before that quarterback died, Bill McCartney, his coach, was in his hospital room leading him to put his faith in Jesus Christ. Bill McCartney's wife, Lindy, and Bill worked hard to be a point of consistency, a point of security for their daughter, Christy, as she brought that little baby boy into the world. 4 years later, Christy was pregnant again, this time by another University of Colorado football player who was the father. But he didn't want to marry her. Instead, he left for the NFL. And as Christy raised these two little boys as a single mom, Bill and Lindy McCartney were consistent. They didn't change. They were loving. They were honest. They were there to help and to serve. That kind of parenting means so much to a child. And when you begin to realize that the God who created heaven and earth is a God whose love is consistent, a God whose faithfulness does not change, a God whose integrity does not grow hot and cold, a God whose offer of forgiveness is consistent, a God whose grace is unchanging, that brings tremendous security into your life. So the basic question is, who or what are you building your life on? When you build your life on the God who does not change, that is radically different from building your life on a stock market that changes daily. That is different from building your life on a human being or a family that is very fickle, the same way we all are. When you build your life on your ability to stimulate your nerve endings and experience pleasure, that is very, very fickle. Watch out. Be careful who or what you build your life on. Build your life on Jesus Christ. He died on the cross to forgive you for your sin. He rose from the dead. He's alive today. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the eternal God. You can trust in Him. Allow Him to be the foundation of your life. God bless you as you make that wise decision.